And after Los Angeles and Washington, D.C., US President Donald Trump has threatened to expand his deployment of National Guard troops to another Democratic stronghold, this time the city of Baltimore. It comes after American media also reported that the White House is considering deploying thousands of troops to Chicago and New York, all supposedly to crack down on crime. However, all of these targeted cities have in common is less than their higher than normal crime rates than their Democratic leadership. In the meantime, some of the National Guard units deployed to Washington have begun carrying firearms, marking a significant escalation in the country's capital. Earlier, we spoke to the Guardian's bureau chief in Washington, David Smith.
Trump is certainly escalating this, and there's also reporting that Chicago may be next. And again, the mayors there say crime is actually on the way down, and that this is authoritarianism and militarization. And what's interesting to watch in this political struggle is three of the states targeted here: California, Illinois, which is where Chicago is, and Maryland, where Baltimore is. All three of them have very pugnacious, outspoken Democratic governors. In the California case, it's Gavin Newsom, who's mocking Trump a lot on social media. And all three of them are 2028 presidential contenders, quite possibly. So, in a strange kind of way, they all have something to gain from making a strong stand against Donald Trump in this struggle over the National Guard. So, it remains to be seen who will be next. Certainly, Trump has talked about Baltimore and Chicago as targets. And again, no coincidence, those are cities that favor the opposition, the Democrats, and often very racially diverse cities with big African-American populations. And many critics would argue that this whole enterprise has a strong racial dimension, both in the residents, and a lot of these National Guard troops are targeting undocumented immigrants.